2K Show member, Kenny the Jet Pro Day, and of course you can earn some VC and other prizes. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck. I can tell you.
Hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy like this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq. Not just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the league.
But you said you just called me
a one-way player. I said in a long time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes. That's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish in his ways.
Hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Oh, that was outrageously fun.
That was pretty freakish.
Oh, it was. Here's Kevin
I already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Oh.
You look.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against Orlando.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got the opening basket of the game for the Bulls.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
And here is Paul. Outside Griffin. Paul against Rose. Clock at 6, and it's Paul penetrating. Outside Rose. Here's the great one. No good from outside. Chicago on defense. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night here. The free throw off from Pierce. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Rose with the ball. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Bulls shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's the great one. And in the game with Memphis, he did not play well. Noah, the pass to the great one. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. The great one's got his first basket of the night. Rose against Paul. Griffin inside. Gasol with the steal. Here's Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Butler's got 5. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Paul kicks to Griffin. Crawford, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Griffin. Just an incredible month of basketball. 6th in scoring, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now. Scoring whenever they need him to.
And so here is Chicago, following the miss by Griffin. No good from the great one.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
To the middle, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the miss by Paul Pierce. And it's Butler missing. Clippers trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Crawford's shot is good.
I tell you what, he's got an unreal feel for that corner 3. Huge mistake to give him that shot uncontested.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Rose dishes to Gasol. Nice D from Griffin.
You love the closeout on that.
Defense active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Here's Butler. Excellent D there from Pierce.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Paul passes to Crawford. Griffin a screen on Butler. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Stolen by Noah. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And slam dunk by Butler.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Crawford. He has 5 off the pick, and he gets it to go. Crawford's got 7 points in the game. Here's Rose. Dishes it to Noah with his first shot attempt. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Now Paul. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
He always knows where his teammates are going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Butler. Last game he had 13. 5 to shoot. Pierce with the steal. And now running up the court. Pierce pushing it up. Pass to Paul. Crawford dishes to Jordan. Clippers moving the ball around. Pierce with a wide open look. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. And here we have a run run down to the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks. Come on. Andre Jordan is second.
Boy, that is an impressive number. My goodness, can he keep that up? If he can, boy, he'll continue to have a humongous impact on his team.
Butler against Crawford. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Chicago, they had gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And the technical free throw is good. Here's the great one. Pierce covering. The great one. Gets the front of the rim and out.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The offensive rebound. Now Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Rose passes to the great one. Butler in the corner. Noah with a screen for Butler. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Pass to Griffin. Wants to get it to Crawford and does. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Turner in for Derrick Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gibson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He's off on the second. Clippers leading by 3. Crawford kicks to Redick. It's rebounded by the great one. And Chicago shooting 40% here in the early stages. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game, Greg. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pick by Griffin. Sloan dishes to Griffin. Redick for 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Here's the great one. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Now here's Crawford. 9 points last game out. Crawford with the drive. That pushes it to double digits. Crawford's got 14 points for the game.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Bulls, 6.5 games behind them.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
And here are the Clippers now, following the three from Nikola Mirotic. Johnson, the pass to Crawford. For the three, Evan Turner pulls it in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
The dish now to Reddick. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 7. The great one passes to Mirotic. Over in the corner, Turner. Left side, Gibson. Griffin with the steal. Here's Sloan. Turner covering. Los Angeles with another miss.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Bulls moving the ball around. And that one's good. The great one's got 5 now.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Kevin, let's see how the Clippers have performed over the last few weeks. Tops in scoring, first in shooting percentage, and they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's the great one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
A moment now to see the numbers for Reddick, averaging 12 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
And the Clippers making a change here. Cannon's checked in. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Reddick with the bucket.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Here's Turner. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Good.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Cannon kicks to Johnson. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Reddick. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Chicago ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Pierce comes in for J.J. Reddick. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Donald Sloan. And Paul subbed in for Cannon. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's the great one in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies came through when they needed him to. He had 9 points, and a lot of those points coming via free throw, as is usually the case with him. Not a lot of mistakes made by him in what was an excellent showing of his skill.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Now here's Rose. Noah kicks to Butler. He dishes it to Gasol. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. DeAndre Jordan, number 1.
Well, it's obvious over the last few weeks he's been working on that shot of his, and it's paid off. I mean, he is really knocking down shots at a high rate. One of the best field goal percentage shooters in the league.
Now here's Rose. Shoots a 3. No good from the great one. Pierce against Rose. Shot from the top of the key. The shot by Pierce will not go.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Bulls have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. Both free throws good from the great one.
So far in the game for the great one, he's got 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's good.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Bulls trail by 3. And here's Rose. Right side Gasol. The shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Paul kicks to Crawford. And Gasol sends it back. Rose against Paul. Passes it to the great one. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Paul outside. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game. Crawford against Butler. Crawford drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Rose gets the bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Jordan the screen. Crawford outside. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
To the wing right side. Here's the great one, who's guarded by Johnson. Here's Rose. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that. The Bulls have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. And Rose drops them both.
What a game for Rose. He has 8 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And here's Pierce, following the three-pointer by Freak. Pierce kicks to Johnson. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Noah with a screen on Johnson. The great one passes to Noah. And it's blocked by Jordan. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Wesley Johnson. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 1. Clock at 4. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Paul outside. He feeds it to Griffin. And Gasol sends it back.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Now here's Pierce. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
The chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now. First in assists, 3rd in field goal percentage. And they're ranked 3rd in lowest amount of turnovers per game. That's the sign of a team that understands the importance of taking care of the ball.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
The Clippers trail. Crawford outside. The feed to Griffin. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Well, their passes to the great one. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Turner against Paul. Blocking foul. So for the Bulls, Dunleavy comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Livingston in for the great one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Clippers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Paul. And Chris, you guys came out of the gates blazing, but cooled off a bit later on. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter, it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
Chris, thank you so much. Kevin, in this league, you've got to sustain those hot starts.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. A big difference in this game has been our ability to not only pressure them into mistakes, but to turn those mistakes into baskets. A lot of our points have come off turnovers, and if that keeps up, we'll be in very good shape. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. This game shouldn't be as close as it is. We're the better team. You know it, I know it, and they know it. Now let's get out there and prove it.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Jamal Crawford. He has 20 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. Jordan the screen, and it's Paul penetrating. Kicks it out to Crawford. Lets it fly. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And it's now 22 points for Crawford. Bulls trail by 4. Noah the screen. Rose kicks it to Noah. And there's the pass to the great one. And a miss there on the triple.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Paul with the ball. Butler covering. Off target with his 3. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to the great one. Noah with a screen on Pierce. The great one passes to Noah. Soft touch off the glass.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. And he's good on the 3 ball. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Chicago trailing here. Rose passes to the great one. Back to Rose. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Rose has got 11 points.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Paul dishes to Crawford. Poke loose. Outside Butler. Can't tie it up as that one misses. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Griffin with it. Butler covering. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bulls trail by 4. Noah the screen. Rose goes in. He used that pick just right.
How about that screen by Noah?
Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Blake Griffin, number 1. Third is Joakim Noah.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Man, it's so much fun to watch a big guy handling and orchestrating things from the lane. I mean, it causes so many problems when you've got a guy who can score down there, who also has vision and an excellent basketball IQ.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with sprint just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And how about a look at Jimmy Butler? He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging about 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Rose kicks to Gasol. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Bulls have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Paul kicks to Crawford and stolen by Butler. On up the court. The game now all-time. 15 points for Rose.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket, and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
To the wing on the left for the lead. No good from the great one.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Here's Griffin. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Griffin's got 6.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Jordan. Butler passes to Rose. Kicks to Gasol. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Passes to the great one. Dives for it. Inside, Noah laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noah's got 6 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. They get Paul Gasol.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Rose dishes to Gasol. There's a good screen. Butler attacking. Tries a 3. No good from the great one. Clippers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Crawford with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. And it's Paul missing.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Outside, Pierce. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Pierce has got 5 points now in the quarter. Rose with the ball. 15 points in the game. Gasol kicks to Butler. Fires from deep. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Craig. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
To the paint. Here's Gasol, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Now, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this for his career. 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And, guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So for the Bulls. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. And it's Turner in for Derrick Rose. The Bulls have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Gibson the screen. Mirotic the pass to the great one. Kicks it out to Gibson. Here's Butler. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Feeds to Redick. Clippers moving the ball around with the fadeaway. That shot by Griffin, no good. Well, Chicago has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And that one's good. The Great One's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Griffin a screen on Turner. Sloan dishes to Griffin. Griffin sets the screen for Pierce. Griffin against Gibson. Chicago grabs the miss. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the pass to the Great One. And Pierce pulls it down.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
From deep. And that is good. Sloan's got 5 points so far.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Mirotic, a screen on Johnson. At the top of the key, Mirotic, the 10-footer, finds the target. 9 points in the game so far. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Sloan. Turner covering. And Sloan kicks to Pierce. And another 3 for the Clippers.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Bulls trail by 4. Dishes to Butler. And stolen by Redick. Here's Sloan. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Redick. Gibson against Griffin. Pass to Sloan. Picked by Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Was shot by Redick. No good. Into the Bulls, shooting it quite well in this third quarter. 53%, and the offense is rolling. No good from the Great One.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And that basket was going to count. Goaltending, the official. Bulls trail by 7. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's the Great One in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Rose kicks to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 7th assist in the game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Rose against Paul. Outside Pierce. Jordan the screen. There's the pick. Jumper off the screen. Pierce's shot is good. Pierce has got 13 points in the second half.
Paul Pierce with a sweet finish.
Rose against Paul. Rose goes in. Can't hit from 12. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Paul. Rose with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Clippers. To the inside, Pierce. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Pierce has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Noah the screen. Rose passes to Gasol. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been fun to watch Gasol in this one. He has 8 points and 5 block shots.
Both free throws good from Gasol. Now here's Crawford. Jordan the screen. It's Crawford with the drive, and Gasol sends it back. Rose kicks to Butler. Here's the dish to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And 12 points for Pau Gasol.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Jordan high post. Back to Crawford. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Noah's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Rose. No good. Some solid D from Paul. Clippers leading by 7. He dishes it to Pierce. Brooks a big high bounce and goes in. Pierce has got 17 now, just in the second half.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Here's the great one. Pierce covering, and Jordan sends it back. Butler against Paul. Here's the teardrop, and he gets it to go. And now it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Rose dishes to Gasol. Here's the great one. Pierce covering. Gasol, a screen on Crawford. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. True on the 14-footer.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Now Paul. To the right side. Here's Griffin. And that one comes up a bit short.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Knocks it loose. And here's Crawford. Unloads from 9. Here's the great one. And now the Clippers on the break. Pierce is running. Crawford's shot is good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Gasol against Griffin. Here's the great one. Excellent D there from Pierce.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Rose against Griffin. Rose gets a wide open look. And again, Chicago. No good. Clippers leading by 11. Paul outside. Inside. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Check out the game for Blake Griffin. He has 12 points now and 3 assists as well. He's passing the ball so well right now and is really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim record.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Crawford outside. Griffin a screen on Butler. Crawford. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the great one, defended by Paul. Here's the great one, and that one's drained from the low block. The great one's got it back down to single digits for Chicago. The Clippers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Jordan the screen. Crawford drives in, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Crawford's got 26 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Paul Pierce.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
All right. All right, let's keep it up.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, they're making it look easy here. I mean, they're just automatic from the line.
Paul outside. It's Pierce on the wing. Plenty of space. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 9th assist in the game now. Bulls trail by 10. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Gasol. Shot from 12. Second shot opportunity. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Pierce. Crawford passes to Griffin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. The Bulls shooting 43% for the game. Here's the great one, defended by Paul. Here's the great one. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Redick with it. Paul left side. Redick with it. Butler covering. Picked by Griffin. Here's Redick. Rejected by Gasol. Shot clock at 3. Great defense that time from Noah. Bulls trail by 11. Baseline jumper. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Rose. 14 points for Pau Gasol.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Paul kicks to Griffin. To the inside. Pierce's shot is good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside Butler. Right block shot, and he hits the jumper for 2. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Paul dishes to Pierce. Jordan the screen. There's a screen. Off the pick. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, and guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Here's Gasol, and Griffin sends it back. Now here's Paul. To the middle. The open shot by Pierce, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. That's now 32 points for Paul Pierce. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Rose goes in. Here's Noah. A second chance effort. Can't get the layup. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Rose. On target from 13 feet. Rose has got 19 points. 1:49 left in the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Just lifted.
.133 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Bulls trail by 11. Outside Rose. Pass to the great one. Puts up a three. The shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Clippers ball.
This is just lifted.
Here's Jordan. Here's the screen to the paint, off the pick, and it's denied.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just...
And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win, and you continue.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan. For some guys, a double-double is a great night, but he makes it a regular occasion, and it's an occasion his teammates never get tired of seeing. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
I said for a long time that DeAndre Jordan should be getting a lot more credit, and tonight we saw why. He is capable of completely controlling the paint in any game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your.
details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, some VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck. I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang with our newest member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and program. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Welcome, thank you for joining us. It's a very special Christmas edition. Ernie Johnson of 2K Sports here with the always jolly Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith,
Merry
who's
Christmas
also
to you, man.
Relatively jolly. Yeah, and
do you have my gift?
Maybe I do have. Did I get the gift that you sent me, or do I have a gift for you?
Either or.
No, neither.
Well, I'll get you two of those.
We have a song for you, Ernie.
What's that?
Hit the beat, Kenny. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. It's Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. That's it.
Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, they're not 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like I know this is our 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel it a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 82 games. Doesn't mean the team.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right. We get 2 games a night. Remember
on the set.
Yeah. Anyway, I was saying the injuries they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, is out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a.
And man up.
Yeah.
Maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Barefoot.
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. Only one game away from Chicago here. The Bulls will be back home for the next one. And, of course, Andrew Bogut. And it's our first glimpse of him, looking good in his new Nuggets jersey.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it all hype, or will it be reality? We're about to find out, along with the fans in this stadium and the people watching at home.
And you can feel the excitement in here today, guys. I mean, anytime you add a player of his caliber, it is going to be a huge lift for your team.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's the great one in at the 3 slot. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off? and still get the finish.
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Denver grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. And you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
And so here is Chicago after the Nuggets pick up 2. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Bulls shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint." Makes sense, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And he gets it to go. Denver with the ball. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Barton, no luck.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Bogut. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Denver shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he can't get the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Clippers.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. And that's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
Out left to the wing. To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Over the last few weeks, let's see how the Nuggets have performed. 8th in opponent field goal shooting, 9th in fast break points. And they're in the top half of the league when it comes to limiting opponents' offense as well.
And you mentioned their opponent's field goal percentage ranking. They do a really good job of closing down the paint, forcing teams to beat them from outside.
Here's the great one. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Udrich kicks to Barton. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And so here's Denver. 4-point game. Now here's Fareed. His last outing, 16 points for him. And that one's good. Barton's got 7 points in the game.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's the great one. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Gasol. Chandler with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Fareed, no good.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's the great one. And it's off the back rim. No good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Here's the great one. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Butler's got 5. The Nuggets trail by 4. Now Udrih. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that. Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Outside Rose. Left side Gasol. Lets it go from 11. Hits the front of the rim and out. Nuggets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Chandler, here we go. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Chandler's got his first 2 points of the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Right side Rose. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Nuggets trail. Here's Udrih. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Fareed. Here's Barton. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barton's got 10 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
Here's Barton, following the score by Derrick Rose. Now Udrih. Now the pass to Bogut.
Good. Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Fareed with a clean look. Shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's the great one. No good. Nice D from Chandler.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And that one's good. Bulls trail by 3. Outside Rose, looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Makes it 2 points there from the great one.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Barton. And in the game with Memphis, he did not play well. Shot clock at 6. And Fareed kicks to Udrih. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
He feeds it to Fareed. For the 3, Chandler. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Here's the great one. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Turner's subbed in for Rose. And he gets it to go.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Livingston dishes to Turner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Turner's got his first points of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Hickson, and it's Denver scoring again.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Chicago trailing here. And here is Turner. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Three-pointer. Here's the great one, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Denver with the ball. Here's Hurley. The rebound by the great one. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mirotic, a screen on Gallinari. The great one passes to Mirotic.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Nelson outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Nuggets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And the technical free throw is good. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Will Barton is out there with Udrich, and it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's the great one. He's got 9. Here's Rose. It's deflected. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Udrich's got the ball. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers put together a nice one. He ended with 22 points and, as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Overall, it was just a complete performance from him where he felt like he played his best all season. He hopes to continue it, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Here's Udrich after Pau Gasol's bucket. And Udrich kicks to Bogut. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. Udrich has got 5 assists tonight. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
And that one's good by Noah. Noah's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Udrich dishes to Fareed.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Rose kicks it to Noah, and it's Denver with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Screen by Bogut. Here's Udrich. Another shot. And Bogut with a nice basket inside. Bogut's got 7 points in the game.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
Yeah, and those hustle points are just another reason they're in control.
Now, here's Butler. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
From deep, Rose, offensive rebound.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Your Nuggets dancers.
Let's review some numbers for Andrew Bogut. He's averaging 6 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Chandler with the steal. And now Bogut running the floor all by himself.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Well, their pass to Gasol to end the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Denver making a switch here. Arthur's checked in. Gasol hits them both. The Nuggets leading by 6. Bogut with a screen on Rose. Here's Udrich. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Rose with some nice D. Inside. Chandler with the steal. Here's Barton, defended by Butler. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Bogut kicks to Arthur. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second.
And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Jimmy Butler 4th.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
And at shooting guard is where you'll usually find the team's best defender, and this group illustrates that clearly and perfectly. These fellas play the best on-ball D that you'll see in the NBA.
Now here's Butler. He has 5. That's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Udrich. Feeds it to Bogut. Here's Barton. He's got 16, and that one's good. Arthur's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
They set the pick, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Oh, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Here's Udrich. Dishes it to Barton. Takes the 13-footer. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, a good one here for the great ones. He has 9 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Now Udrich. Barton in the corner. Fires the 3. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. Udrich has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Rose kicks it to Noah. Here's the great one. 11 points in the game. Gasol a screen. Butler dishes to Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. 11th in fast break points. 20th in rebounds. And in the steals category, much to be desired there. The bottom third of the league.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Here's Udrih. He's covered by Rose. Bogut the pass to Udrih. Gasol with the steal. Here's the great one.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on the second free throw. The Nuggets leading by 6. Nelson kicks to Gallinari. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Rose attacking, and the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Now, here is Nelson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hickson with the bucket.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at this. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, Denver just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for Denver, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Now, here is Nelson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Step back shot, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency.
Here's the great one. 12 points for him. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the great one's got 14 points. Nelson dishes to Gallinari. Passes to Arthur. Uncovered, and he gets it to go. Arthur's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Butler can't get that one to fall.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Jameer Nelson dropping a delicious dime there.
Bulls trail by 14. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Gibson, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now, here's Hickson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Here's the great one. It's deflected. Nelson, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Nelson. Wide open shot is on the money.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Good. 16 points for Freak.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's checked in for the Bulls. Dunleavy comes in for Butler. That'll do it for the first half. Nuggets lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, guys, let's talk about that first half. We've given this crowd way too much to cheer about. The second half is going to be played on our terms. You got me? For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. One thing I can't complain about is the job we've done getting to the free throw line. Keep taking it up strong, right at them. Now let's chip away at this lead by feeding the ball into the post early and often in the third quarter. Let's get high percentage looks in tight. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
More levels, more devils. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's the great one in at the small forward. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. That one on Chandler. That's good from the great one. Both free throws good from the great one. Denver leading by 9. And Udrich kicks to Chandler. And it's Hickson in the corner. Now the feed to Bogut. Just 5 on the clock. Hickson dishes to Barton. There's the triple. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rose passes to Butler. Pass to the great one. Expanding his range. No good. Now Denver takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Over in the corner, Chandler. No good on the 3.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Rose can't hit.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
And that's a foul called on Beno Udrich. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up. Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Butler. 7 points in the game, and he gets it to go.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Screen by Bogut. They double him with Noah. And finished off by Bogut.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Hickson, rejected by Gasol. Here's Rose. softly drops in the floater. Rose has got 6.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And Udrich kicks to Barton. Inside, here's Hickson, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a moment to see numbers for Rose. He's getting around 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to just fantastic. Looking at the numbers for J.J. Hickson, 9 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hickson, a screen on Rose. And it's blocked. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Count the bucket. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Udrich. Hickson up top. The dish now to Udrich. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Hickson with the bucket. Hickson's got 11 points.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, it's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel. Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First in blocks, second in fewest turnovers per game. And they're also ranked number 2 in scoring points in transition. This is a team that really pushes the ball ahead and tries to score before the defense gets set.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times that gets in your head.
And so here's Denver. Now Udrich, screened by Bogut. Udrich dishes to Bogut. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And now a 9-point Nugget lead.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Gasol. And again, no good by Chicago.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Here's the great one. 18 points for him. Got a piece of it. Chandler with the steal. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The great one's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Fires it up. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And that's now 20 points for Freak. Denver leading by 9. Chandler outside. Hickson a screen. Udrich the pass to Barton. He dishes it to Udrich. Here's Chandler. 5 on the clock. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Bulls trail by 11. The pass to the great one. Noah with a screen on Chandler. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Hickson. Here's Barton. He's covered by Rose. Stolen by Noah. Here's the great one. 20 points for him. Here's Gasol. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Fareed comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Gallinari in for Wilson Chandler. And Chicago also making a switch. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Barton kicks to Gallinari. Screen by Fareed. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Freak. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club. You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Kicks it to Gallinari. Hands it from downtown. Gallinari's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Gibson. And Denver has possession. Bogut sets a screen for Nelson. He kicks it to Bogut. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's the great one. He's got 22. Here's Mirotic. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's the great one. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. The great one's got 24 points. Denver leading by 11. Nelson dishes to Gallinari. Fade away. It's rebounded by the great one. The great one's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Mirotic.
Nuggets foul call. Kenneth Fareed.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
Shooting for Denver.
That one is off. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Denver. Bulls trail by 16. Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Udrich out there with Will Barton. And it's Hickson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Denver with the ball. Now Udrich. They double him with Noah. Here's the floater. Here's Barton. And it's blocked. Here's the great one. He feeds it to Noah. Tries from 16. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. The shot's good from Fareed.
Udrich with the excellent feed that time.
And so here is Chicago. They trail by 14. Passes it to the great one. Down low. Good on the shot. 12 points for Pau Gasol.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Hickson a screen to the middle. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Pass to the great one. Noah with a screen on Chandler. To the middle. That's tipped. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Joakim Noah. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Barton. Noah with the block. They get it back. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure.
With the basket.
Here's Rose. The pass to the great one. Noah with a screen on Chandler. The great one passes to Butler. Here's the great one. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Noah. This one for 3. It's Butler that time on the assist by Noah. 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
Screen by Fareed. And Udrih kicks to Fareed. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Noah the screen. It's stolen by Hickson. Now Udrih. Fareed goes in. Hickson with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Barton dishes to Fareed. The feed to Barton. Kicks to Hickson. Shoots from 14. Misses off the right iron.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Rose, no good. The Nuggets leading by 16. Dishes to Barton. Hits the mark. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No way. Looking at the game for Barton, he's got 19 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
All free throws good from Barton. Bulls trail by 18. Rose kicks to Gasol. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's the great one, and it's Denver with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here, and finished off by Noah.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
There's the dish to Fareed. Chandler outside. Barton passes to Hickson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Udrih for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. Noah the screen. The great one passes to Noah. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. The Nuggets leading by 15. And Udrih kicks to Chandler. Fareed against Gasol. Here's Hickson. The Nuggets with another miss. Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And Chandler sends it back. And Udrih kicks to Barton from the arc. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Barton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Gasol, a screen on Chandler. The great one passes to Noah. Gasol, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Udrih to the inside. Noah with the block. Here's the great one. And it's Butler missing. Chandler outside. He dishes it to Hickson. Chandler kicks to Udrih. Pass to Hickson. Lays it up and banks it in. Hickson's got 20 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Noah the screen. The great one passes to Noah. And the wide open shot from Rose. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And the foul called on Freak. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Bogut's checked in. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. That's good. 26 points for him.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Rose passes to the great one. Noah the screen to the inside. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Now Udrih. He kicks it to Barton. He feeds it to Chandler. Screen by Fareed. Here's Udrih. To the paint. Up off the screen. And Fareed lays it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Fareed, a screen on Rose. To the paint, off the screen. Fareed, no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And he makes the first.
At the line for the Nuggets, Freak. At the line for
both free throws good from the great one. Here's Udrih. Another assist for him, guys. He'll have 20.
Well, an amazing game.
Really, pass after pass. Each time up the court, he's looking for a way to get his team involved. Great in terms of being an effective playmaker.
And it's Butler missing.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Bogut gets the bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Noah the screen. Butler on the wing. Tries again, and he hits the jumper for 2.
assisted by Freak.
Here's Barton. Chandler outside. Screen by Bogut. Passes it to Udrih. Bogut with a screen on Rose. To the paint, 5 to shoot, and the basket by Bogut.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Bulls trail by 17.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Gasol, a screen on Chandler. Here's the great one. Chandler with the defensive effort. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Barton dishes to Udrih. Screen by Bogut. Inside, off the screen. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. 21 points for Bogut.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
The shot's good from the great one.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look at high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's Udrich, defended by Butler. And Udrich kicks to Fareed. The drive by Bogut. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Bogut's got 23 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Denver.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
And, Greg, you know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
Guys, depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Udrich. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Chandler kicks to Udrich. Bogut with a screen on Rose. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Chandler wide open. Another 3 for Denver.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Noah the screen. Here's the great one. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control after it.
Gentlemen, stand.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. And
he was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Being on
Gets a little taxing on my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
For today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have studio show member Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV.
having a helmet. helmet on that long. Gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a picture.
On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap. Right now somewhere, he at the table with a bowl of Apple Jack.
Last weekend's rival day, and of course you can earn and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA 2K, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak, hoping to break out with a win tonight. We'll see if they can shake off the cobwebs. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do think the knee surgeries took a little toll on him, as they would any player, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank.
He might be able to get back to his MVP level, but that's going to take a full season.
Let's meet the starting lineup, the visiting Washington Wizards. Jonas Jerebko. At the other forward position, Jared Dudley. At center, Marcin Gortat. At shooting guard, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, John Wall. The head coach of the visiting team is the visiting team head coach. Number 13, Joakim Noah. And at guard, 6'3", from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. Starting at power forward, 7 feet, number 16, Pau Gasol. At guard, 6'7", from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 54, Freak. The head coach of your home team. A starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off a good outing against the Nets.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Jared Dudley out there with Jerebko, and it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
To the right side. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Dudley. That shot's good from the great one.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Now, here is Gortat. Feeds it to Jerebko. Back to Gortat. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Beal. And that one hits back iron. He lobs it up, and it's Butler with the jam.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
Here's Wall. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Beal with it. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach, had a couple of moments for me. I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Wall dishes to Beal. Gortat with a screen on Butler. Shoots from the elbow. That doesn't go either for Beal.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Rose gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And here's Rose, following the three-pointer by John Wall. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
To the left side wing. There's the pass to the great one. The three-pointer off the mark. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Gortat, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Gortat's got his first bucket in this one. And here's Rose. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. The great one passes to Gasol. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
That one is no good. Bulls trail by 4. Here's the great one. Here's Noah. And he uses the glass on the way.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Wall. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Beal with the steal. And now here comes Wall leading the break. And he gets it to go.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Gasol. Rebound by the Wizards.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Wall. He has been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Good. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And now let's check in on the two guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense.
take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck. I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of KTV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am, recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with KTV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck. I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member.